All right, from over here, we'll now be going to Rabbi Glenn. Let's go back to that one last picture there. This is the Glenn that was supposed to come tonight, the biker. All right, so Rabbi, have your fun.
Fellas, you ready to go?
Thanks, guys.
This is a fundraiser for a real minority group, the Friends of Rabbi Glenn.
Thank you, gentlemen. Can I use the term loosely? Thanks, gal. Well, Mom, Dad, these are my friends. Yes, you are my friends. You give new meaning to the expression that has come down to us from High English, Vayasmir. And I'd like to just announce that the Fellowship of Suffering Tour has officially begun. Well, where should we start? Let's start with Jerry.
It's only because I'm the most important.
Here we have Jerry as a young bar mitzvah. Jerry, I decided to pick on you first, not just because you're the young'un among us, but because I knew you could handle it. I knew you had thick skin. I just want to say that, you know, it took a lot to come here tonight. I could have been having root canal. Jerry's family is proud of him. He wasn't destined to be a doctor or a lawyer, but they discovered that he's pretty good at counting beans. So he's an accountant, but you know, he knows how to give great Torah. So he's on his way to becoming a Messianic rabbi, emphasis on Messianic. Now, Jerry, when I found out you would be attending Moody Theological Seminary, I was happy for you. But I got to be honest, I think your theological education is infiltrating your family's deli business. They used to offer pastrami on rye. Now they offer pastrami on rye. They now have sandwiches available on Walter Kaiser rolls. And now they're offering a new course at MTS just for Jerry, Blinkspensationalism. And Jerry, because you're the computer maven among us, I decided to have some fun with your name, so I put it through an internet anagram function, and it worked out to Winter in Jersey. It's going to be a long, cold one. All right, who will we take on next? Let's talk about Mike. Yao Ming himself. Sold his Harley to get a convertible because he wanted the feel of his hair blowing in the wind. If only he could see over the steering wheel. Yeah. He represents the Lollipop Guild. But only Armbruster. Wait, back up. Only Armbruster dresses like a preppy when he's on a Harley, and then dresses like a biker when he's driving. What's up with that? Well, Mike, we decided to have a little fun with your name, too. So, Mike Armbruster translates a couple of different ways. Mr. Rumbaker. And then this next one is on behalf of his wife, Lynn. She married Trek Mom. Next! John Denson, a man who commands respect.
Is that a mistletoe?
I'd like to honor the man who founded and directs Shalom Ministry. Hey, back up. We're still there. I'd like to honor the man who founded and directs Shalom Ministry, Don Johnson, Ted Danson. You have to cut me some slack. This is the guy who can't even pronounce Jan Moskowitz. Jan Moskowitz. Jan Moskowitz.
Back to Jan Moskowitz.
Jan Moskowitz. John, it's truly an honor to subject myself to this abuse for the sake of Shalom Ministry. And as the founder and director of Shalom Ministry, you are the head honcho. The problem is it's all in your head. You are the top dog in your home, but Don is thinking it's time to get you neutered. And we had some fun with your name. Oh, that's before he announced to the rabbi that he attends Shema. We don't have the after picture with the neck brace, I'm sorry. Well, we had some fun with John's name, and I think it's kind of apropos. John Benson equals send John on. And now it's a delight for me to be able to talk about my former friend Dave Gerber. So there on the left you have Walt, who I guess was too busy to be here tonight. You'll hear about it. And then Dave, hiding the fact that he has no hair. And then Dave, who's not ashamed to be bald. And then Jaime. I just wanted you to know how cozy Dave and Dave look. The whole time, 5 days.
That cold at night, you know.
All right. I don't even know what I have next. What is the next one? Okay, well, let's hold it there for, well, let's back up for just a minute. We'll get to that. Now, Dave, you're a study in contrast. This is the guy who could very easily kick any of our butts, but then he'd bring you flowers in the hospital. Here's a guy who knows every martial art ever created, but couldn't find a good Chinese restaurant to save his life. Let me save you the trouble. I've opened my own uniquely Jewish Chinese takeout. It's called Sosumi. Dave, I hate to take pot shots at you like that. I hate to take pot shots at you. After all, this is a guy whose Harley is held together by bungee cords and duct tape. Whose kickstand won't even stay up. It's trying to tell you to park the thing and put it out of its misery. So let's have the next one, if we may. So notice bungees holding everything on his bike, and notice Walt calling AAA to come tow it to the shop. I make fun of my Yamaha. Okay. Next, We had a lot of fun putting Dave's name through the internet anagram function. So Dave Gerber comes out a couple of different ways. First is Bad Veg Rider. Reverend Big Dread. Oh, it gets better. Did ever brag. We have another one for him? No. Okay. Thanks, Dave.
No, thank you, Glenn.
Yes, you're welcome. My dad. The one sitting next to me, you know, on the bench there. Just want to make sure. Yes, when I was 17, I went joyriding in my dad's new Audi. I crashed into a fire hydrant. I don't know what that fire hydrant was doing in the middle of the street, I swear. Took out the front end of his new Audi. To this day, you know, what can I tell you? Well, my dad took my inheritance and bought a golf cart. A golf cart. I offered to pay to have chrome rims and spinner wheels, flames pinstriped on it. He'll hear nothing of it. Now, it's not exactly a powerhouse, this golf cart. It'll do 0 to 60 in about 11 minutes. But it has the advantage of having batteries that hold their charge a long time. And, you know, that comes in really handy every election year because he can go to 4 polling places on one charge.
And I do.
His motto, vote early and vote often. In one location, he's registered as Arthur Harris. In another as Artsy Harris. In a third as Arts and Crafts Harris. And in a fourth as Arturo Jimenez Villanueva Murphy. As a kid, I was in awe of my father's golfing prowess. We lived right across the street from the driving range, and he'd get out his driver and hit the ball all the way to the fence. Seriously, I was amazed at how far my father could hit the golf ball. Then one day he got mad at me, and then the next morning I was really scared because I freaked out. I went to the bathroom to wash my face, looked in the mirror, and the word Titleist was on my forehead. Now, I won't say that my dad has a bad temper, but he wrapped a few golf clubs around trees. But I was young and naive, and my mom told me it was sculpture. And I believed her. Now, it isn't pandering, but maybe it's because I love you so much, Dad, that the only result I got from putting your name through the internet anagram function for Arthur Harris is, hurrah, Sir Art. We got to skip back. I've got another picture. Did we skip where's Dr. Mayhew?
Oh, he wasn't here.
I know he isn't here, but I got a picture of him.
No, I didn't.
You took it out.
I took it out. I never ate. So soon.
I have a whole other... Jerry, I have a whole second section for you. All right. Never mind. Don Sutton. The man is eloquent. The man can speak. The man can dress. The man can pick a wife. What was she thinking? As far as Don is concerned, he says, hey, I make the solar panel thing look good. Remind me to get you some wax. Yeah, I make it look good. Melody's going, please. Well, Don, we had a little fun with your name. Actually, we had a lot of fun with your name. Donald Sutton. Too old. Wait, too old. And nuts. get over this picture. Derry, the quintessential sophisticate. Well, Derry hangs around with us Jews and likes to imagine himself an honorary Jew. And he's a little bit naive, a little bit gullible. I told him the word gullible wasn't in the dictionary. He believed me. But he's still learning about Jewish things, and he's wondering about gefilte fish. I told him we take them right out of the water, just like that. And he's wondering, but wait a minute, how can it be kosher? Because it doesn't have fins or scales. Well, Derry, I had a whole lot of fun with your name, because Derry Nagel works out several different ways. Lady Ranger. Let's just pause and think about that for a minute.
I know I'm taking it different than what you
Gnarly deer. Gnarly deer also works out too. Nearly drag. Oh, but wait, a grab liar. No, a liar, like the instrument that you play. Yeah, right. I feel constrained to say that with that last picture that subliminally flashed and quickly disappeared was not my doing. But let's bring it back, because it raises an interesting point. I want you to know that Rabbi Lauren has been very cool. Look at that. The man is cool. It helps who he's sitting next to. Okay, let's move on. This took place at the Woodward Dream Cruise 2 years ago. I'm still trying to get over it. Bob attempting to pronounce Hebrew, my response. By the way, that's not how to dress when going out in public, right? You know, Bob, when they said they were bringing in a heavy hitter tonight, I thought they were talking about content. Oh, I'm just getting warmed up. Bob, I do have to tell you that I've changed my position. And you know, I guess it's just as appropriate to say it in front of our friends and guests tonight. And I know it's going to hurt, but I've changed my view on creation. I'm no longer a young earth creationist. Okay, so we'll get that out. I'm no longer a young earth creationist. I hold to an old earth model, billions of years. It's not that there isn't geological evidence. It's not that there isn't paleontological evidence or evidence from radiometric dating for a young earth. It's just that the old earth model is the only way to account for the number of interviews you've done with Grady McMurtry. Well, I want everybody to vote for Bob Duco in 2012 for president of the Grady McMurtry fan club. And Bob, we had a little bit of fun with your name too. And you know, Bob Duco is somebody that people either love or hate. So let's have it. Be Tut, like the king, or Dork. I go with Dork. Okay. Well, it's been fun to take pot shots at you guys, especially having to have sat there through everything. But I'm really glad to be able to do this tonight. Glad that we could have just a whole lot of laughs. And you know, you can do that when you're willing to laugh at yourself. And it just... The previous slide that subliminally flashed, and may or may not be back, depending on the whims of the computer operator, maybe out of a job soon. Speaking of which, I want to tell all the rest of you, please keep your day jobs. Except for Derry, get a job. Except for Mike, get a life. We do this precisely because we love each other. And I can't think of a greater group of people to be here with tonight. I'm just so grateful that you guys came out. I think Mike's going to talk to us for a minute, and I'll be back. I'll be back.
Touché.